Hello everyone. In this update, which is 1.4 of WorldGen system, I have worked on a very important fix, which is keeping the texture scale and the foliage grid, placement grid, consistent across different landscape tile sizes and different landscape resolutions. So that means here you can see, remember how the landscape looks here, and here now I'm using the resolution 1 to 8. So if I change it to 64 and the tile size maybe twice the size like this and play, now see the landscape changes, the scale of the landscape changes, but still we have the same landscape material, texture, tile size, and also the same properties, the placement of the foliage grid consistent despite how the landscape is changed. So those are the things that I have fixed in this update. You can clearly see the difference that happens to the landscape if I enable the wireframe mode. So here you see how the landscape polygons are, and here if I go to the terrain and increase this and reduce this half. Now what was underneath? Now if I enable the wireframe mode, see now it's more dense, much more dense compared to before, but still we have the same texture resolution or texture density in the map. So yeah, it may be a small update, but still it's very important, vital for this plugin. So that's why I wanted to take time and demonstrate this as a dedicated update or fix. And in addition to that, I have been working on this runtime terrain deformation as well. So here this is only a test. If I press my middle mouse, you see the landscape underneath is changed. So here you see, if I keep the wireframe mode and press middle mouse, you see the landscape is changing in real time. So this is still in experimental mode, because I still need to work on it, because there are some things that I need to address first, but it's just a preview of what's coming next. So here, for example, if I deform, you see this grass layer is not updated instantly to reflect the changes that I do here. And also depending on the angle, I would start to see foliage as well. Let me to here, foliage will also appear, yeah, as I dig. That is something I need to fix, but it is working. So here, let me show you the function that I have developed for that. The function is implemented in this world streaming manager. If I go to this is the test case, the example. Here middle mouse button, get actor of class, world streaming and deform terrain. We have this function which is callable from blueprints, right? So here you can define the strength, radius, follow. This strength currently gives us like how far down below it's dipped, and the follow. So this is the function. It is already there in this update, but I still have some stuff to do regard to the, as you see in this demonstration, regarding to that. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available here for download in the Patreon page and also in Fab. And also, if you want to learn how to implement a same system like this, my playlist on runtime terrain generation tutorial series is available in my channel. Everything is implemented from scratch and explained. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself too. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave links to everything in description below. Thank you, and see you in the next one.